Hello everyone, my name is Lucian. I am the main engineer at gratitudetoken.world, and today I want to show you guys around our new application, our new platform, Hassle, that we launched. And currently it's launched in alpha. So alpha means that it's a public test phase. So before we actually launch the first official 1.0 version, the stable version for this platform, we actually have to test it with real users. So we need your help, and we need you to come in here and connect your wallet, right? Connect it and be able to basically create these lists with items in it, with product items. Or you can add an idea or project in the crowdfunded section here. It's a very simple application. The first screen shows a little bit of information when you visit it for the first time. And after you read this, of course, I don't want to see it anymore. So I'm just going to click X here and it's going to hide it from now on, right? And it knows that I'm not connected and there's no hassles in here. There's no basically items to the weekly category of hassles, right? So you can imagine if you want to create a shopping list, of course, you're not going to create a shopping list for every day. So most people create shopping lists, day by day, day to day. So we think of it like a weekly shopping list, a monthly shopping list, a wish list, and the crowd-funded section, right? And you can see here there are already a couple of users, right, that have connected and have become members by basically creating adding some items to this list, right? All right, so without further ado, uh, let's first, I want to switch to dark mode because I like dark mode, right? And I will connect my wallet and I will show you how easy it is to become a member if you have this application, which is called Web Auth. You can see it maybe here, Web Auth, right? This is the logo. And also, um, you can have Anchor Wallet. Anchor Wallet works as well. Any wallet that works with Proton Chain, right? Because this application uses web auth authentication. It uses the authentication created by the Proton team, right? And so I'm just gonna connect my wallet, choose mobile, and you can see there's a QR code. But if I open the application on mobile, I can just open wallet and it will automatically open my wallet, right? And so I can scan this QR code. All right, let me scan it. Okay, authorize button and my biometrics, and all right, I'm authenticated. So you can see if you are, I'm not a first time, the user Luciana Petre is not a first time authentication. So it's not a new user, but I cleared the cache. So whenever you visit the website for the first time, you see this to be able to show you that with this button, you can add whatever you can with in any category here, right? And so if I click this button, I can enter product name and I can add, for example, to the weekly shopping list, right? I already have a few items in here which I usually shop for at the supermarket, right? So I go to the supermarket and buy these things. And I can also maybe think of something else to add, maybe I don't know, let's say more fruits. I like fruits. So let's look for some fruits, right? You can see here there are plenty of results from Google. This is a backend API that I see for some people the results are not showing, and we are investigating this bug. We don't know exactly why, but you can either press enter or go on mobile, or you can click. Also, sometimes if you click on an image, like for example on this one, the image URL is not valid, so it will show you this image from our website, a blurred image. Now, in this case, you can just leave it like this if you are in a hurry, or you can delete it and choose another image, right? So I can choose this one, for example, right? Now, you can search for anything, like any type of product. You can imagine, like it's just a Google image search in the back end, and it returns relevant results. So you can search for anything. Okay, so now let's see what type of controls we have for these items. So you can see that when you hover over an image or on mobile, you touch an item, you have four buttons. One is for delete, right? I can delete this image, this item that I just added, or I can add more units, right? More quantity to it or decrease it. Now, this button here is the price tag, and all the prices for all the items in all categories is calculated in dollars at the base, right? So if I click this, I can have this neat slider over here, which has a two axis, and I can drag, and you can see I can stretch this dollar bill up to 100, right? I can make it from $1 to 2 to 5 to 10 to 20, 50, and 100. Now, usually people don't add for weekly shopping lists, at least they don't add I don't know, items which are more than $100 per unit, right, per item. And so if you have that, for example, you can go to a wish list, right? So you can maybe you want to buy a laptop, right? You want to get one, or someone might fund you this laptop, right? And we can talk about that in a bit. It's very important because this is one of the neat features of blockchain connected apps, right? Like decentralized applications, like this one that will eventually be up to close to 100% decentralized, right? And so you can see the base cost is in dollars, and I have here in my balance selected Tether, right? So USDT, but I can also select XPR, right? And the price is automatically calculated in that, or I can select gratitude token. These are the only three currencies that we support currently, but we will add more support as we develop the application. It calculates the price in dollars, USD, and then it converts to any other crypto, like stable crypto or coin that you have selected here. And it remembers your choice, right? Now, if I want to change the price for this, of course, this is just a quick way of changing the price, and it also doesn't work on mobile currently, so we have to fix it. But you can just go here, right, and change the price from here and put it to whatever you want. Now, if you change the price, right, let's say I change it from 3000 to 3200, don't forget to click this button to update it, right? All right, it's updated. So now if I refresh the page, it remembers like the everything that I set up here, the units, everything. So any setting that I do, except for delete, which is instant. So any other setting that I do, like decrease the units or the price, I have to click update, right? Now, an important feature here for every category, you see here there are four categories like we showed with four different icons. And whenever you change to a new category, the icon in the button here to add another product changes, right? Along with it. Now, the privacy is set to public on my list for all the categories, but I can change, for example, my weekly to private. So if I change it to private, right, it will remember my setting and nobody can see it except me. Nobody. If I want to share my list with someone, I will have to go to custom, right? This is the button to switch to custom. But of course, also remember to save it, right? So if I save it like this, I now have basically another input here that I can use to add or remove users one by one into this custom privacy. So I can add Fatsuka here. And so when I click this button over here, you can see Fatsuka is added to my custom privacy list. Now it's either you click this button or you click enter, or on mobile go. So I want Fatsuka here. I can also add another user or remove it, right? So it's very easy to add users. Now I want for now only Fatsuka to be added, and so I have to click update, right? And so I clicked update, and when I refresh the page, you can see Fatsuka is still here, okay? So the custom privacy is set, as you can see, and Fatsuka can see my list and not only see it, but she can actually add or remove items or change everything for each item. Now, the important last bit that I wanted to talk about earlier was that if I go to basically to another user here, right, like Fatsuka, right? So I go to this users list, right? I can browse around his list, right? So Fatsuka has, of course, 4 categories. Now I can see the first 3 are private, so I cannot see them, right? But the last one is public. So I can choose the currency that I want to transfer, that I want to fund with. So I will choose gratitude token as the currency that I want to fund with. So one gratitude token, I will click the button over here, right? And there's a real transaction coming in the wallet here, right? And let me see. So it's loading, all right? It's refreshing, and you can see it has a real transaction here, and I will authorize it. Okay, it's done. Okay, so that was some confetti and a lot of like a big crowd cheering in the background. And it's a neat effect that is aimed to make you feel good about helping others. Whether it's just helping someone pay for his shopping list, or it could be for a charitable cause to help a lot of people, or it can be just to crowdfund an idea, a project. Whatever it is, it's so easy to just select a list and click this funded button, choose your quantity, your token, whatever you want to send, and it's easy to participate and help others raise some funds. And we expect this text to go for at least 10 to, I don't know, 14 days or more, and so maybe even a month of alpha test, because we want to make sure that everything is working perfectly. And I'm the main engineer, the only one working in the application at the moment, but other people, volunteers or contributors, will come, because it's an open source application, an open source platform, and anyone can contribute. And so I want you guys to go and check out, and you can also subscribe here to our newsletter on Substack or LinkedIn, and you can also share the page, the platform on any of these social media platforms, right? So that was the presentation, the normal flow to manage your shopping list, your wish lists, and to ask for crowdfunding. So all in one, it's a very simple application, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I need your help to be able to test it and perfect it right over time. And I hope that you guys will like it. And eventually, we want to apply for a Proton grant and basically turn it into an application for Android, native to Android, and also for iOS. So, all right, this was it. And if you have more questions, I'm waiting for you guys to ask them on Telegram or Discord or by email, and the link will be somewhere in the description of this video. Until next time, cheers.